who underscore spooky underscore ghost shield. X300, okay, I tried to ask nicely about adding a space after the colon mutate goblin. It's killing me. I can't think about anything else. This lack of space is destroying my life. Please. Add a space. Bitch.
Report for duty. Roger that.
Oh, that can't hit anything? Nice.
Yes, sir. Identify target. I read you. Right away.
Of course.
I read you. Report for duty. Right away, sir. Job finished. SCP good to go, sir.
I love playing TVP, man. I love TVP on Eclips. It's so fun.
$10.
Thank you, Scarlet.
SCP good to go, sir.
Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Ugh. Isn't that fun, guys? Isn't it fun? They just fucking
Chad
cheese and they're
donated
like, I don't know, I
$3.
expand everywhere
Hi,
and I
Artie.
have a bigger
This is
army
your
than you?
wife's boyfriend, Chad. Your wife and I am going to wrestle in the bedroom, so don't interrupt us. You are a good boy, Artie. Hell, one day you might really become a Starcraft pro player. Vito Noob donated $3.33. What don't you veto Eclips instead of complaining?
Because the map pool is really, really bad in general. And it's good to practice because there's always going to be two-player maps, so it's good to practice on. Because I can't stop that, right? There's always going to be two-player maps. So there's always going to be maps where Protoss is just ahead because of the map. Like, massively ahead. Guys, yeah, no, the map pools are bad. They are bad. They're like, there's so many broken maps. That's fucking true. Like, Eclipse is incredibly broken. Ascension, very broken. Fighting Spirit, one of the worst maps ever, right? Good Night, you can't win TVZ on Good Night. It's actually impossible. It's like, that's actually harder than Eclipse TVP, which is like, whoa, how could anything be harder than that? Anyways, games like that, it's just, you look at it and it's like, oh, nothing I do is right, and I can't. There's no counter to it, right? Like he doesn't kill anything with his Zealot Rush, but then he's like, yeah, and I'll always have a bigger army than you and more bases, always. And I'm like, oh, so I'm like basically playing blind. I have to go turrets because I can't tell what you're doing, because you could be doing anything, but you also have a bigger army while teching and expanding. It's just, it's crazy. Those two-player maps are fucked up. Why did I move out? He was taking a third base, and I had fucking 10 Marines that weren't going to scale. So I was like, well, I guess we have to try to use him. He's like, oh, no, no, no. You idiot. You idiot. Of course you can't do that. Of course you can't. Eclipse is incredibly, laughably broken. The more I think about Eclipse, the sillier it just becomes in my mind. It's just such a fucking silly map. It's just... it's just so broken. It's such an imbalanced map. It's almost hard to get mad at anymore because it's just so fucking impossible. I wish I played a fucking race where you have a map where you get a matchup on it, you're like, oh, I'm so far ahead right now. Like, how bad you have to play on Eclipse to ever lose a TVP there is beyond me.